Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and as you can see, this is going to be on a new Kershaw that I just picked up. I actually picked this knife up yesterday at my local gun shop, and this is actually the same shop that I picked up my Zero Tolerance 0561 not too long ago. So when I went in there yesterday and I saw that they have this knife in stock, I was very happy and very surprised. Partly because I was actually almost about to order this particular knife online, and the shop had it for pretty much the same price that I was going to pay for it online. But also because whoever's doing the ordering for the actual shop is doing a really good job at keeping up with the trend and just basically the knives that a lot of people have been asking for or are pretty popular, and especially in my opinion, the ones I've been looking for. So obviously I couldn't help but picking it up. As you guys can see, this is the Kershaw 1870 model Knockout. This, in my opinion, is kind of reminiscent of the Echelon as far as, Kershaw kind of follows this line, where they'll release certain knives that are similar but yet different in certain things. They add a little or take a little away to make them that much more different and that much more desirable for you to want to pick them up. So let me go ahead and open the box and you'll see what's inside. The knife itself. And one thing that I found that was really cool is normally inside the box of the knife you'll get the paperwork for it, and for the most part sometimes the paperwork kind of gets in the way when you're trying to take the knife out or put it back in. And I was happy to see that Kershaw actually remedied that by putting this little divider in there, so now the knife sits on one side and you get your paperwork on the other side. Again, it's not a deal breaker or anything like that, but it's just those little things that kind of show that the company's actually paying attention to maybe what some of the reviews are being said about that. So put that to the side. Take the knife out itself. Now, like I mentioned, I picked this knife up yesterday, so I have no pocket time with it, so unfortunately I can't give you my opinions as far as how it rides or anything like that. But it is pretty similar to the Echelon in my opinion as far as designs and the pocket clip and things like that. So I think it's going to be a pretty comfortable EDC knife. A couple of things on the actual knife itself. This is machined aluminum. The handles are obviously they're very sturdy. They feel really nice. This, the color and the look of the knife itself is it's pretty nice. The pocket clip is black, so it has that black hardware on there, so it matches the the contour of the actual handle really nice. It is a deep ride pocket clip, so obviously when you have it in there, you'll pretty much see only about this much of the actual knife sticking out. This is the same pocket clip that's actually on the Echelon, so I know that it rides pretty nice and deep, but it is easy to actually remove the knife when you need to go ahead and use it. The pocket clip is a four position pocket clip, so it comes right hand tip up carry, but you can switch it to tip down carry or left-handed tip up or tip down carry. Now obviously you guys see this particular area right here. This is where the knife gets its name, the Knockout. Basically what they did is they knocked out a piece right here, so you guys can see there, and they actually inserted a stainless steel plate to basically what they did is they created a frame lock. Now what Kershaw's doing is they're actually calling it a sub frame lock because of the fact that they inserted it there. So I mean, obviously it's something else to test just to see how it does. But so far the reviews that I've seen have been pretty favorable, so I don't think there's going to be any issues with it. The weight on the knife itself is 3.6 ounces, so it's definitely not a heavy knife. Very comfortable to carry on a daily basis as an EDC. But what I did notice is the lanyard hole is very small. I'm not even sure you'll be able to fit gutted 550 paracord through there. It is that small. You might actually have to use some of the internal strands from the paracord to actually put a lanyard on there. But again, you might be able to wiggle it in through the hole there if you really needed to put a lanyard on this. This does the blade is actuated through the flipper here, and it does have the speed safe assisted opening. So let me go ahead and show you guys that. And definitely opens up with a lot of force, really good authority on it, and locks up really nice. No blade play left, right, up, or down. That's always nice to have. Really awesome blade on there. The blade steel on this is 14C28N, which is Sandvik stainless steel. I don't have a lot of experience with it, but for the most part, the way that I use my knives, depending on the steel or whatnot, I always try and keep them somewhat sharp. So it does have this false wedge on the top, which makes it look really, really nice, and great little point there, so you can pierce if you have to go cut through tape or whatnot. You do have dual thumb studs, which helps you deploy the blade as well. So if you need to do that, you can do it that way also. And again, here is that subframe lock. As you guys can see, early lockup on there, which is nice. But again, it is very, very sturdy. Once you have the grip on the handle, as you guys can see, a full 4-finger grip there, it's not going to close on you. There is no jimping on the top of the blade there, and then the flipper actually comes down and kind of finishes that choil and acts as a finger guard, so you don't have to worry about your fingers sliding up on it. Now this is part of Kershaw's Made in the USA line, which is really nice. So as you guys can see there, Kershaw Speed Safe USA, and then on the other side, 1870, which is the model number. All right, go ahead and focus this in again. So it's all in all, it feels like a really solid, sturdy knife. I think it's going to be like I said, a great EDC knife. Let me show you by way of comparison. I do have the Echelon here. So there you go. Now the blade length on the Knockout is 3 1/4 inches, and then you get an overall length of 7 7/8 inches. So obviously it's a little bit bigger than the Echelon, but it's still a pretty manageable size for everyday carry. Let me show you the blade itself, the width of the blade, so you guys can see that. It is a tad bit thinner right up here where it is than the Echelon is, but obviously it's a little bit wider blade and a tad bit longer. So if you guys are looking for a pretty nice EDC knife, something that rides pretty deep, it's not too heavy, and it's going to be able to be used for any type of daily task, I would definitely recommend this one. Again, I don't have any pocket time on it yet, so right now this is just my initial impressions on the knife itself, but for the most part they're pretty favorable. And I was actually looking forward to picking this up based on some of the reviews that I had seen. A lot of the people that have picked it up already have been pretty happy with it, so I think I will be too. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and again, that's the Kershaw Knockout. Thanks.